Yes?
Go spend your orbs! Go fucking do it! Or don't do it, I can't tell you how to live your life. Oh, man. I really did spend almost all of those orbs during that live stream. Somebody said it was 383 that I spent. Damn. Oh, man. I was actually kind of hoping to be able to keep 100 in my pocket. But I set out to do something, and I ended up successful. So in the end, I'm actually very satisfied with the result.
Yes.
I'll show at the end of this video what units I got. I just want to take care of this little bit of voting gauntlet, a little bit. People have been asking me, who do I think is going to win voting gauntlet? I generally think it will be Ike. Mostly because, you know, he had the most votes out of all the CYL units. But this is generally a different situation because CYL, you could vote for anybody across the entire Fire Emblem universe. But now it's down to 8 different people. And people could vote differently based on the variety of choices this time around. So I'm thinking Ike would win. He's a very popular character. But that doesn't necessarily guarantee it. Will I be surprised? I think I will, especially if he doesn't make it to the semifinal. I think I would be surprised. But I'm also keeping my expectations realistic in the sense that there's always that chance that he doesn't win. So maybe I'll make another goofy video like a reaction of, you know, Ike fanboys like myself, you know, a reaction to him losing or something. Overall, despite the fact that I spent nearly 400 orbs on the CYL banner, I think it was well worth it, especially considering how powerful they made each unit. I think people were saying that Lucina was the worst one of the bunch. I won't agree, but I won't disagree either. I think they're all extremely powerful in their own right, and I'm glad I got each and every one of them. They have a slightly higher BST than ordinary units, and in the spectrum of things, BST doesn't necessarily matter, but it's a good standing point to start a conversation off of. That's extra stat points that other units normally wouldn't have, even if the stat spread is different or in different places. They're very strong. They come with powerful abilities and more abilities than other units. Like, in every way, they're just generally better. It's difficult to argue saying that these characters are bad unless you're trying to meme or troll, really. I can see in some aspects characters wouldn't be good in a certain situation or another, but that's just, you know, the nature of the game. You know, weapon triangle, etc. Some characters have counters. I mean, like, Reinhardt is considered one of the most powerful units in the game, and yet he still has his own counters, right? So just, there's checks and balances generally, but in the broad spectrum, these characters, they're so strong. I love it. I'm glad I got each one of them. I even took Ike as my free summon, which turned out to be very fortunate for me, because I ended up, you know, A, not actually summoning an Ike, and B, going through colorless hell and nearly coming out on the other side unscathed. I got Lyn, of course, because I've been mentioning I got all of the CYL units. I got Kagero, which is by no means a bad, like, shuriken/dagger unit. I got Jafar, who is also definitely not a bad dagger unit. I got Lachesis, who gives a shit about healers. And then, yeah, I think those were the 4 colorless 5-stars I got. Not bad considering colorless hell. Not bad at all. I also realized with the Black Knight Grand Hero Battle on the horizon, a Radiant Dawn banner could be, you know, also on said horizon. Or another Path of Radiance banner. Either one I would be fine with. I feel like it's going to be Radiant Dawn because they don't have representation per se yet. The only proper representation technically is Sanaki. Because we don't have Radiant Dawn Ike, who was treated as a completely separate character in Choose Your Legends, which is why I think another version of Ike may come out in the future. But that's kind of getting off topic. Despite the fact that this banner could be coming soon, and it's one that I definitely want to spend on, I do not regret spending my orbs on CYL either. All 383 of them. I would have continued spending until I had 0 to get the final puzzle piece, Lucina. I would have totally done it, and I'd still have not regrets if I didn't get her either. So, I'm thinking I'm going to go back to saving my orbs again in preparation for a potential Radiant banner. We'll see what happens, but I feel like it's just the general feeling is that it's coming soon. You know, because when Valter was revealed, everybody had a feeling that Sacred Stone's banner was right around the corner. So, you know, same general feeling. That live action trailer, if you haven't seen it, you at least gotta give, your minute and a half worth of life to it. It was actually kind of interesting. And when you think about it, for like just that small video, they had all these guys come in, you know, dress up in these semi-weird cosplay outfits, and then like there's blonde Lynn. It was kind of goofy at first, but then, you know, I think it was worth watching. It's pretty goofy, a little bit memey, I think. You get to see the Black Knight and a little bit of gameplay from the Black Knight Grand Hero Battle. And I think I remember seeing Axe Ike attacking Black Knight, and I was like, oh god, please no! That is so cringy in the weapon triangle. So cringy. Like, oh god. Knowing how powerful Black Knight is, and then you just come at him with an axe? No, you're dead. I'm sorry. That's just how it's gonna happen. I'm thinking that they're going to unintentionally buff distant counter meta again, because the Elondite was the sister sword to the Ragnall. Oh yeah, and here's some of the units that I got. I'm just kind of thumbing through them. The Elondite had distant counter, and it was the sister sword to Ragnall. They were both blessed by the goddess Ashera. And they were both powerful and can penetrate generally any armor. They're nearly indestructible, etc. So it's probably going to have the same properties as Ragnall. I'd be very surprised if it didn't have DC attached to the weapon. Unless they plan on giving this unit distant counter, which would be pretty insane. But I'm thinking it's just going to be another DC weapon, and then we'll have to deal with more of that shit. Although we do have Lyn, so I guess we technically don't have to worry too much about the DC meta, considering almost every single other YouTuber I saw out there picked Lyn for their free hero, so they didn't have to go through colorless hell. I'm satisfied in my Ike choice, because if I didn't pick him, I wouldn't have him right now. So let's go ahead and just take this Attack Bane Ike that I happen to have and merge them into my current powerful Ike. Yeah, we'll just get that out of the way, and then I'll still have my Ike emblem. I'll have 3 sword Ikes and an axe one, and then we'll probably putz around with that one once I get that Ike to 40. Hopefully I can get him to 40 by the end of the weekend, get a fat bit of SP. But yeah, I mean, I'm really, really satisfied. You know, my saving habits, my advice, ended up totally paying off for me. I got results. So, I mean, this is kind of proof. You can still do what you want. You can follow my advice or not, but it totally works for me. So I'm going to keep doing it. Otherwise, thanks for watching the video. You guys take it easy. And thanks again. See ya.